Do not go broke trying to prove to broke people that you are not broke. Let's get straight into it. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sashina Sunshine and thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, I will be sharing with you some of the things that I do to live below my means. For me, living below my means is one that is deemed extremely important because it helps me to maintain a happy and a peaceful life. Some may say, what does living below your means mean? In its simplest of terms, it is where your expenses are less than your income. For example, you may earn a monthly income of $20,000 and your expenses is $15,000, $10,000. It's less than the amount of income that you would have earned. So the first thing that I do, tip number one, I ensure that I do not keep up with the Joneses. Keeping up with the Joneses is where you're basically competing with others. You're buying high-end vehicles, you're purchasing expensive clothing, shoes, things that you really cannot afford because you want to fit in with persons who might be able to afford it. So for example, in your community, persons are buying high-end vehicles and you may have a vehicle that is not high-end. There is nothing wrong with that. Once you're living below your means or within your means, you do not hold debts, you are perfectly fine. You do not have to try to be like nobody else. You don't know how they got what they got. You do not know the loans that they may have to take out or the persons they might owe in order to show to the world that they have a particular item. And as such, for me personally, I ensure that I do not compete or compare or try to outdo anyone. I stay in my own lane, purchase what I can afford so that I do not have debts which will impact my peace negatively. So that's the first thing that I do to ensure that I live below my means. So you can try it too and tell me how it works in the comment section. So the second thing that I ensure that I do infrequently is going to the supermarket. I do not go to the supermarket unless there's something that I cannot get at like the wholesale or maybe at the market itself. If I'm gonna be purchasing items, possibly like some gallon fruit juices, or if I'm purchasing like strawberries or those kind of items that I know I will not be getting at the wholesale, I will go to the supermarket. But I ensure that I do not visit the supermarket unless it is a case where I cannot get the items at a regular wholesale or at the market itself. So that's what I do, and it has helped me dramatically as it relates to me living below my means. So another thing that I do to ensure that I live below my means is I simply do not use credit cards. I do not own one, and I also do not use or take out loans. Now with these things, you may have to pay interest, and I'm really not about that life. So I use only cash whenever it is that I'm making a purchase, or I'll use a regular debit card. Now what I've realized is that this helps me to ensure that I do not spend money that I do not have, because with credit cards you would spend now and pay later, and if you do not pay back on time, you'll have to pay interest. Credit cards, they do have their advantages because it helps to build credit and all of those things. But for me, I'm not about building credit, especially here in Jamaica, so I do not use credit cards. Let's get to the next one. So this point that I'm sharing, it is one that is simple, but a lot of persons refuse to do it, and I don't know why. Thanks to my mom, she had shared this with me years ago, and I still do so. For the most part, I would take lunch to work. Taking lunch to work has helped me to live below my means. So the amount of money that person spend on a weekly basis to buy lunch, sometimes it is ridiculous. I do not have a problem with having like leftovers. If it affects you, what you can do is to get up early in the morning, if you possibly can, and you make something that is quick and easy to prepare, and you take that with you to work. You will realize how much you save instead of having to spend money to buy lunch on a daily basis. So the last point that I wish to share with you, this is something that I've been doing for years, is that I maintain my naturality. So I no longer wear like braids. I no longer wear like nails. I am as natural can be. Persons are buying braids or they are buying wigs for like 15,000 Jamaican dollars, up to 25,000 or even more. And some persons really can't afford it. But then again, they are trying to keep up with the Joneses. I'm happy that I no longer wear the nails and the hair, and then you have persons who will have to keep maintenance of eyelashes and all of those. So those things are not on my list, and so I do not have to take into consideration expenses like those, and this has helped me to live below my means. So those are the things that I do which helps me to live below my means, and life has never been this peaceful. Like, this is something that I would love for a whole lot more persons to practice, so you are not burdened down with debts, you're not burdened down with companies calling you saying that they need their monies and all of those things. And I want you guys to try it. Also, I need you to place in the comment section something that you do to live below your means that I did not even mention in today's video. Now, if you're interested in more videos like these, then let me also know in the comment section. Until next time, be a ray of sunshine. Bye.